My question is, what were you guys' Halloween costumes growing up?
Mom apparently has sent in some childhood pics. Did you know this, Travis?
Of course I didn't.
Yeah, me neither. Saw this in the rundown, and Brandon and Jake would not give me the lowdown. So, yeah, let's take a look at some of these.
Oh my God.
Travis Kelce talks Taylor Swift's lucky number 13 glove after Chiefs win over Commanders on New Heights podcast. After the Kansas City Chiefs' thrilling win over the Washington Commanders on Monday, Travis Kelce returned to the New Heights podcast studio with his brother, Jason Kelce, but what had fans glued to the show wasn't his tactical analysis, but his story about his glove with the number 13 on it. A small detail, but one that sent the entire Swiftie and Chiefs fan community into a frenzy. Because it wasn't just Taylor Swift's lucky number 13. It was Travis's way of publicly expressing his love in the most subtle way, right in the middle of an NFL field. Sweet moment amidst the turmoil. In an impressive victory over the Commanders, observant fans spotted Travis Kelce wearing a glove with a bright red number 13 printed on it, standing out against the Chiefs' yellow uniform. When the camera caught that moment, the online community immediately exploded. It's Taylor Swift's number 13. Thousands of comments and shares spread within minutes. And indeed, if you follow Travis throughout the season, everyone realizes that he is not the type of person who chooses accessories randomly. Every detail he wears has meaning. On the podcast, Jason asks, Travis laughs. In the latest episode of the New Heights podcast, Jason Kelce was the first to start the conversation. Okay, be honest. What's with that number 13 glove? Are you trying to drive the internet crazy? Jason asked, laughing, glancing at the camera as if he knew the audience was waiting for an answer. Travis, always a funny guy but a little embarrassed this time, laughed and replied. I just thought, if you have someone who brings you luck, why not bring that luck to the stage? Jason immediately burst out laughing, clapping his hands on the table. My brother just officially confirmed Taylor Swift as his talisman. The whole studio audience burst into laughter, but Travis just shrugged, his eyes sparkling with unconcealed joy. The number 13, a symbol of love and trust. For Taylor Swift, the number 13 has been a symbol throughout her career. She has said in many interviews that, 13 is my lucky number, I was born on the 13th, my first album hit number 1 on the week of the 13th, and whenever something good happens, 13 is always around. So when Travis chose that number to put on his glove, fans knew it was a message that was sweeter than any words. On the podcast, Travis recounted the moment he picked out his glove before the game. I looked in my locker, and the new glove had a blank space for a number. And I just said to the design team, let's put 13 on there. They asked why, and I just laughed. No explanation needed. Jason nodded, showing rare emotion. Not everyone can make an NFL player change their habits just because of a number. Taylor Swift, lucky charm, in the stands. Travis didn't just talk about the glove. He also revealed that Taylor was in the stands that day, in a red jacket, smiling brightly as the Chiefs scored the winning goal. I could hear her from the stands, really. When the game was at its most intense, I just looked up, and she was cheering. It was an indescribable feeling. Jason chimed in, half joking. And so you started catching the ball better? Travis laughed. Definitely. If there's anyone who makes you want to play your best, it's her. That moment filled the studio with laughter, but also warmth. Clearly, behind Travis's illustrious career, love is the strongest driving force. Not only fans, but experts have also started talking about the Taylor Swift effect. ESPN sports analysts have said that since Taylor appeared in Travis's life, his performance has not only been stable but also explosive. One commentator said, Travis is playing with the spirit of a man who has a reason to fight. And if that reason is love, then he is proving it with his performance on the field. Travis scored 2 more touchdowns against the Commanders, and each time he raised his arms in celebration, the number 13 on his glove flashed under the lights at Arrowhead Stadium, a special mark of this year's season. Taylor's reaction: I just laughed. According to a source close to her, Taylor Swift rewatched the podcast episode while in New York. When her friends asked about the glove, she just chuckled. I didn't know he was going to do that. But that's exactly what Travis would do, quietly, but meaningfully. A friend of Taylor's shared with People. She was touched. Taylor knows Travis isn't the type to talk about his feelings, so when he does something small like that, she knows it's from the heart. Love in a noisy world. Amid the huge media attention, Travis and Taylor seem to still maintain their own way of loving, sincere, simple, but not hidden. On the podcast, Jason once joked, "You know, what surprised me wasn't that she's a superstar, but that they can still live as a normal couple." Travis nodded, smiling. "We just want to enjoy every moment. When she's home, we cook, watch movies, play with the cat. When I'm on the field, she's the loudest cheerleader. When the number 13 becomes a common symbol." From a seemingly small detail, glove number 13 has now become a symbol of the couple. Chiefs memorabilia stores said that orders for gloves with the number 13 printed on them skyrocketed in the 48 hours after the podcast episode. A sportswear designer in Kansas City even joked, if Travis and Taylor collaborated on a line of products with the number 13, they would sell out in 5 minutes. Fans even jokingly call it the 13 effect, the sports version of the era's tour effect, because anything associated with Taylor immediately creates a wave of popular culture. Jason Kelce, the one who teased and touched. At the end of the podcast, Jason took a few minutes to say something very serious. "I tease you a lot, but honestly, I've never seen you this happy. And if she's the reason, then I think we should all thank Taylor Swift." Travis laughed, holding up his hand to pretend to block the microphone. "Come on, don't make me blush on air." But the audience knew, behind that laughter was pride, and a real love that was changing both Kelce brothers. The perfect end to a winning week. The podcast ended with Travis thanking his fans and teammates, winking when Jason brought up the lucky gloves. "Okay, maybe I'll wear them again, if it helps the team win again." Jason responded immediately. "Take it. And thank your fiancée." Travis laughed. "Trust me, I thanked you, and I will do it again." The comment made the audience clap and the online chat exploded with red heart icons. Love and victory, the story continues. No one knows if the number 13 glove really brings miracles. But clearly, since that number appeared in Travis's life, everything around him seemed brighter. The Chiefs continued to win, the team's spirit grew stronger, and Travis became the center of a love story that the whole of America watched. For Taylor, there is perhaps nothing more precious than seeing the person you love shine, not just for her, but for the faith, luck and true love that the two of you are building together. A modern cultural icon. From the number 13 glove, to Taylor's appearances in the stands, to the moment they left the stadium holding hands, every detail of this love story is like a perfect piece of a contemporary cultural icon. It's not just a love story between a pop star and an athlete, it's a story about connection, about the confidence to express love in a noisy world. And if someone asked, can love win, perhaps Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift answered with their actions. A glove. A number. And a belief. When Travis's laughter rang out in the New Heights studio, and Taylor pointed to a photo of him wearing the number 13 glove, fans understood that, sometimes, the best stories don't need flowery words. Just a small number, printed on a glove, is enough to say it all.